Alright, hello everybody, this is Zaxter99. Just got a few jokes for you here. I'm going to put together a few jokes that I've actually found and, I don't know, see if you guys like them. Zaxter99. A husband asks his wife, "Will you marry after I die?" His wife responds, "No, I'll live with my sister." So the wife asks him back, "Will you marry after I die?" And the husband responds, "No, I'll also live with your sister." Mother was in the kitchen cooking dinner not long after Christmas, and her little son was playing with his brand new Christmas toy that he had just got from Santa Claus a few days before. He had his electric train set up there in the living room, and she overheard her son playing with his train, and he was saying, "All you sons of bitches that are getting off the train, get the hell off my train. And all you sons of bitches that are wanting to get on this train, get your asses in here and sit your asses down and be quiet." At this, his mother got furious and went in there and scolded him. Said, "You can't be saying that kind of language. What are you doing? Go to your room for 2 hours. When you've been in there 2 hours, you can come back out and play with your train, but I want you to talk nice when you come back." And so her son goes to his bedroom and spends 2 hours there, then comes out and immediately goes right back to his train. His mother overhears him playing with his new train again, and hears him say this time, "All passengers who are disembarking from the train, please remember to take all of your belongings with you. We thank you for riding with us today and hope your trip was a pleasant one. We hope you will ride with us again real soon." And she hears him continue, "For those of you just boarding, we ask that you store all of your hand luggage under your seats. Remember, there is no smoking on the train. We hope you will have a pleasant and relaxing journey with us today." As the mother begins to smile, the child adds, "For those of you who are pissed off about the 2 hour delay, please see the bitch in the kitchen." A mother picks her son up from school one sunny afternoon, and she asks her son how school went, what he did. Son responds to his mother, "I had sex with my teacher today." At this, his mother grows furious and drives him straight home and sends him to his room until his father gets home. When his father drives up in the driveway after getting off work, mother comes out to the car and says, "You won't believe what our son said when I picked him up from school." And she tells him what he said about having sex with his teacher. And the father walks in the house, the smile hiding on his face as he walks back towards his son's bedroom. He opens the door and asks his son, "What happened at school today?" His son tells his father the same thing. "I had sex with my teacher, Dad." So his father congratulates him and said, "Wow, I'm so proud of you, son. You know what? Let's go to the store. I'm going to buy you that new bike you've been wanting for so long." So on the way to the store, father asks his son, "So do you want to ride your new bike home?" The boy looks at his father and says, "No, Dad, my butt's still really sore." An elementary teacher is teaching her students and asks them to answer some questions one day. She asks them all, "What does a chicken give you?" One of the little girls raises her hand and she calls on her. She says, "Meat." Teacher says, "Very good." With a smile, she says, "And what does a pig give you?" Another little boy says, "Bacon." So the teacher asks, "And what does a big fat cow give you?" Then Johnny raises his hand and she calls on him. He says, "Homework!" A Greyhound bus just happened to be completely full of really ugly, hideous people, and on the interstate it had a collision with a big 18-wheeler. When they all died, God came down and granted them life again, and granted that they all had one wish. The first person said, "I'm tired of being ugly. I just want to be beautiful. I want to be gorgeous." And so God, looked at him and made his wish come true. The second person on the bus said the same thing. Tired of being ugly, said, "I want to be beautiful." And God granted his wish. This went on and on throughout the bus as he got closer and closer to the back. God finally noticed, as he starts to get to the back, that there's one man just laughing hysterically. And by the time God got to the last 10 or so people, the last man was laughing and rolling on the ground so hard. Everybody keeps asking for different wishes, most of them asking to be beautiful. Man's turn finally comes and God asks what he wants. He says, "I wish they were all ugly again." One day while having surgery for a heart attack, a middle-aged woman has a vision of God by her bedside with her. She asks him, "Will I die?" And God says, "No, you have another 20 years to live." So with 20 years to look forward to, she decides to make the best of it. And so while she's in the hospital, she asks the surgeons to go ahead and give her breast implants, liposuction, a tummy tuck, and hair transplants, and even inject collagen into her lips. When she's all done and healed, she looks fantastic. And she's discharged from the hospital. She walks out of the hospital with a swagger, goes to cross the street, and is immediately hit by an ambulance and killed. She gets up to heaven and she's a little bit ticked off. Everything that transpired after God promised her another 20 years. She finds God up there and she says, "I thought you said I had another 20 years to live." God says, "That was true." She asks, "So what happened?" God just shrugs at her and says, "I didn't recognize you." Alright guys, hopefully you guys and ladies, whoever's watching this, I hope you guys have enjoyed my pretty funny jokes that I decided to share with you guys today. So now I'm going to go ahead and share my idea with you here on my channel as I continue to grow here on YouTube. I think laughing is pretty important, and I want to start mixing in comedy just a little bit more on my channel. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give all of you a chance to be a star on my growing YouTube channel. Granted, I'm not that big yet, but still a chance to actually show up in my next video. Now, I know a lot of people know jokes, a lot of people have jokes that they know. So all I'm asking you to do is, in the comments down below, go ahead and write out your best, your funniest joke. Let's keep them somewhat clean, not too dirty, or it probably can't make my next video. I'm not going to share the really, really raunchy ones, even though I know some of those are pretty funny. But here's the deal. If I decide to pick your joke in my next video, I'll make some pretty funny jokes number 2. And if I use your joke, I'm going to put your username right there with your joke, so you'll get credit for it. So this kind of sounds like a fun and interesting way for me not only, connect with you guys that are watching my videos, you subscribers out there that are subscribing to me and watching my videos. You know, one way for us to kind of connect and share a laugh, maybe, and help share some of those good jokes out there that I know a lot of you guys have with other people and other viewers. It also is going to give you the credit. If I decide to pick your joke in my next video, then you'll get the credit right here on my channel for that joke. I don't care where you get the joke at. If I use it, I'm going to put your name by the joke when I actually use it in my next video. So I think this is a pretty fun idea that I came up with. I also ask you guys to check out a few of my cartoons that I wrote last summer. I just don't think they got the recognition they deserve. I think they're pretty funny. I kind of made a comic strip about my old grandfather that passed. I made the comics originally like over 20 years ago when he was still alive, and he thought they were really funny. My family thought they were really funny, and I kind of turned the old comic strip that I wrote into something that I think a lot more people can appreciate. But I'll put the links down to those, and those are called Buggy. Everybody called him Buddy in real life. That was kind of his nickname, and I call him Buggy in my comic strip. But I'll put the links to those. I have 4 of them right now. Be sure you check those out as well. Be sure you leave your jokes down in the comments. Be sure you rate and subscribe. And let's all make sure that we don't take life too seriously, because laughter really is the best medicine. Thanks for watching, everybody. This has been Zaxter99. Take care.